this is what I'm going to do if I make $1 million in farming. But before you beat me, it is going to be a lot of work you need to do. Okay, so I'm just going to break it down based on Ghana cedis. So let's bring it to Ghana cedis. Dollars is too ambitious. I don't think I'll be able to raise that kind of animals in that time. About 6,000 plus before I can make $1 million. So let me just bring it down to Ghana cedis. So these are some of the things I'll be doing hypothetically. But once I get the money, like the very day I make that money, the very day I make that big money, honestly speaking, I think the whole world will have to hear about pig farming in a very different way. And the first one I'll do is a big pig, like 100 kg pig. I'll price it at 100 Ghana cedis. You'll be shocked, right? 100 kg of pig, I will sell it for 100 Ghana cedis. It will shock you to the extent that even the buyer who will be getting that animal will not accept it, or might be doubting himself whether to pay or not to pay. But it is something I'm going to do once I get that money. And the next one I'll do, point 2, is I'm going to cook for the whole community, especially where the farm is located. They are the people who benefit first from the progress we've made so far, that milestone we have achieved. The community where the farm is located, I'm going to ensure that I cook for the whole community, irrespective of whether they are Muslims or not. We will find a way to serve everybody in the community from Pigversity farms. So that's something I'm going to do. And like I said, it is hypothetical, but once I make that money, it is going to be realistic. I know the next thing I'll do, I'm also going to increase the salary of my farm staff. You know, at that time, before I'll be able to achieve this 1 million Ghana cedis, I can't do it all alone. I will get burnt out. So I'm going to involve people, that is my workers, and I'm going to make sure I increase their salary by 200% instantly. And not forever. Okay, it's not forever. It's just for 3 months. After 3 months, I cut it down. Yes, just to show that they have actually worked hard towards the realization of that dream and that goal, and we have achieved it. And once we have achieved that, they need to also benefit from the progress and the milestone we have achieved so far. So farm staff will also get their salary, irrespective of how much they're already getting, increased by 200%. So if they're taking 3,000 Ghana cedis per month, they're going to take 9,000 for 3 months. So I'll make sure I do it to motivate my staff, to help them put out their best, so that at least our next target will be 5 million. Okay, this is in Ghana cedis, so please, it's not in dollars like it is in the thumbnail. It is Ghana cedis. And the next one I'll do is to build a mega pig palace around the community, a mega pig palace, where we are going to at least have sessions for massages, for some therapeutic things on the farm related to this pig farming. So there will be a place where we take piglet there, we put them on a maybe a slab or some a bench. We give them gentle massage. That is all in line with this celebration. Oh. Yes, it's not outside the celebration, part of the celebration. We're going to build something that's very big. So these are all things we are working towards. And once you're able to get that 1 million Ghana cedis in the first place, it's a casa from, but talk is not cheap. Okay, talk is not cheap. Once I get it, I'm going to do it. And you know what? Then the next thing we do to benefit the young people in the community is to also give out some fully sponsored scholarships, or even or partly sponsored scholarships to some people, particularly those interested in livestock farming and agriculture in general. We are going to ensure that we give them scholarship to make them go out there, learn about farming and livestock farming. So this is part of the mega plans we are having towards the realization of 1 million Ghana cedis as revenue on the farm. And the next thing we also be doing is we'll do something called a pig, like something about pig festivals. Yeah, we do something close to pig festival, where we bring people from different angles. We enjoy ourselves with different recipe, with different people cooking, and then trying to have some kind of competition among ourselves in the community, just to ensure that at least the name pigs is raised high. You understand it? Pigs, it will be raised very high. It is something that you will be doing very soon, and you need to watch out on this channel. So you can see the reasons why I'm always here. There's a very big dream I'm working towards, and once we attain that dream, it's too big. That's why, like, I'm not able to give up. It's too big, and that is what I want. It is stress you, to let you keep focused on the work, put in the work, to ensure that you realize these dreams. But with this 1 million Ghana cedis, if I'm just to sell a number of pigs, that will be about 500 pigs should get me this 1 million Ghana cedis. And if a pig is raised to a weight of at least 90 kilograms, and then we are selling for 30 kilograms at that time, let me just say 30 kilograms. Let's forget about inflation and other things. So 90 by 30, that is 2,700. Okay, so 500 of it will give you somewhere 1.3 million thereabouts. Okay, yeah, so we use that 0.3. We use the 0.3 to cater for feeding and other things, and then the 1 million left is what we now use to work on this project we're talking about. Aside that, there's something I've always wanted to do, and that is to also tour the various pig farms around the continent, Africa here, the various pig farms around it. I know there are some countries, my Ghana city will be big enough to tour those countries and make us feel comfortable. We are going to tour those places. At least pig farming is sponsoring, so we go out, visit pig farms, learn from them, get their insights, and also know what they're also doing there. It is all things that once our milestone is achieved, 1 million Ghana cedis in revenue, we are going there to do this. We move out, ensure that we are able to learn new things about pig farming around the globe, around the continent particularly. So the simple and short of this video is that I cannot give up in pig farming. And the reason being that I have set some high standard goals that is very hard to achieve, but it is very achievable. And so we are working towards that. Because if you set a goal and the goal is too shallow or is too down, you can easily reach it with your hand this way fast. You give up once you get it. But if it is high, stressing you to put in a lot of work and a lot of focus, you need to come out with various strategies to ensure that you are able to get to the end goal of it. That one alone will keep you motivated. So if you're doing it and the work is not stressing you, letting you think outside the box, letting you do things differently, it becomes boring, and you yourself, you feel like not giving, you feel like not perceiving it anymore. You find no interest in doing that. But once it is something that you know you need to work hard, maybe it takes you years to get it, you can easily work it out. So that is how you're supposed to set your goals in pig farming. If you come in and your goal is to maybe sell 100 pigs a year, or you have already programmed your mind about the amount of salary money you want to raise in a particular year from pigs alone, that one will just come out, work it out on the paper, and you know how much you need to invest to get that particular money. Okay, so then just start producing, because maybe your pig have come in heat, you just cause them. If they don't come in heat, you're okay, you relax, it's not going to help you. All you need to do is that you have your target. There are some instances where I can pause my breeding for 4 months. The pigs will be coming in heat, but I'll forget about them, leave them to be there like that. And there'll be sometimes too, once the pig shows sign of heat, I give the meal to her. Servicing is done. In 4 months, the piglets are out. You understand? But there are some times that I just forget about them altogether. It's all because I know what I'm doing. Because I know that at this point, feed cost is going to be high, and I can't cope with that. So you need to slow down. There's something we call stagger production. I'll make a video on that. It is a strategy where you are able to produce and sell a consistent number of pigs without shortage. You're able to supply. Maybe if your goal is to sell 10 every week, there's a particular production term, we say stagger production, where you can easily structure your pigs and then synchronize them in a way that every particular time you have a number of pigs being added. Okay, so if that happens, once 10 pigs are leaving weekly, 10 are added. Once 10 are leaving, 10 are added. There's a particular way you can do that, and I'll work it out. A very simple chart for you to do, so you can go by it. If maybe your goal is to sell 5 every week, you go by that production. You see that you will never be shortage of pigs, except maybe there is a very an unfortunate incident where you are losing your entire pigs at once. Other than that, if all things are equal, you are able to get consistent supply of pigs on the market. Okay, so I'm going to make a video on that very soon, and you get to see that on the channel once you keep subscribed to it. But like I said, 1 million Ghana cedis, so, and I will need about 500 pigs to raise to 90 kilos each at least for me to get that 1 million Ghana cedis. Something we are working towards. And once that has happened, we are going to do crazy things. In fact, very crazy things. Even if I've not listed some of them here. You will see that the very crazy things you do.